Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Corey Liggett makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Watson. And able to find Conley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And this one complete to Reed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flushed out right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Like set. 19. Focus, defense, focus.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Breaks through the contact. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down and 4, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On second down, it's Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second and 15 now. Watson, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Screenplay, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 14. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this. Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That second down play nets a -4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Wilson to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wilson now, throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson for the catch made by Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Hill. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds Humphreys. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 yards. Easy. 2nd and inches at the Niners' 48-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. just keep... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Give him 9 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He wants it all for the end zone. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Adam Humphries, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check. Fred now. Put the boy down. He's coming. Put the ball.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on. 55. Line up, go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. They complete it to Hill. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Wilson. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
We can't be stopped.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2.